I'm back, and welcome to a strange little game called Proteus. A very simple concept, but fun all the same. It's a bit of a exploration, mess around type of thing. It's less of a game, but it's... ooh. Really, how do you explain it? Procedurally generated happy. I think that's a thing. Ooh. I'm in the middle of the ocean. They're each... I don't even want to say island, more like season, from what I remember, has a end to it, and it's always in a easy to find spot, but that's not really the purpose. It's less of rushing towards that and more of just seeing what's around, what's been made, all those sorts of things. And are these? No, I think that's just plants. Oh. There are things in the water. There's things that are usually by the coastline that are fun. But we'll talk about those when we find them. Now, all this. Cherry blossoms. I know it sounds very otaku to talk about, but I do love cherry blossoms. They're probably my favorite tree, although I will admit they smell horrible. Thankfully, I've always been more sight-based than nose-based. Good old Mr. Sun. It's like a more 3D Minecraft world with less creepers. Ooh. There's something. Are they scared of me? I'd say yes. Oh, go, go, go. You can catch them. I don't know. I've seen some scary good mod packs for Minecraft. Admittedly, vanilla, not so much. Actually, when I was going to load this up, there was a little news article, as Steam likes to put, from, I think it was PC Gamer, talking about a mod that someone's making of this game. Well, more of a remix. They're redesigning all of this to have a darker aesthetic, and not to be a horror game or anything like that, but sort of just change the vibe up, whereas this is very peaceful, relaxing, enjoyable. That's going to be... I wouldn't say tension, but it's a little bit hard to describe. More... oh... golf, I suppose? Because golf isn't really horrific. Ooh, split them up. And if I right-click, I go still. I can strafe, but... huh. Right-click does some weird things to the controls. Bad-mouthing Minecraft. Dangerous thing to do on Twitch. It is tempting to stream Minecraft, but I don't think I'd stream vanilla. Too overdone. I have more fun if I was going to stream something, I'd probably do another Technic stream or something like that. And even then, I would probably skip the first few hours of playing and go right to the impressive stuff, just because everyone's done the survive the first few nights thing. Too easy. Ooh, we're entering evening. I always prefer nighttime. Any game, real life, any of them. Ooh, more birds. Nighttime's always just more peaceful, friendly, happy. I like how they start chirping the moment I get in view. Oogada boogada. I will say, I can understand why some people, if they had saw this on a Steam sale and thought, oh, procedurally generated game, that sounds awesome, and then realize that there's no actual gameplay, might be upset. But if you know what you're getting into with this, it's just fun. It's the same sort of reason why you, that's gonna sound silly, you might go outside. Just go out to enjoy nature for what it is, explore around, see things in a whole new light, in a sense. Ooh. Saw a puff. Yeah, Minecraft is a tricky one, especially with the massive overhauls the latest main version got. Makes it very tricky for a lot of mods to work in it. I mean, Forge just got up to date. Ooh, make a wish. Make many wishes. Make all the wishes. Ooh. Oh, just look at that. This reminds me so much of Wind Waker. I love the seas at night in that game. Ooh. I will openly admit I have not played this game that much, so I'm fully expecting to eventually come across stuff I haven't experienced to date. Come on, Skyrim it! Get up that hill! Yes! I'm hearing a creaking sound. Ooh. Is that a house? Oh, so beautiful. Oh, I just noticed there's even a Milky Way. Ah, that's where we go to advance the seasons. As you might be able to guess, it gets a lot more obvious during the night, but I'm going to do a little bit more exploring first before I jump over there. We had plenty of time, and this is a game that you do not rush. It defeats the purpose to rush. Sort of like the whole concept behind, well, I don't know Zen in terms of religion that well, to be honest, but the concept of being able to just take a step back, take a breath, take in what you're seeing and experiencing, be it good, be it bad, just understand it more for what it is. To have more of a focused state of mind. Huh? Very interesting mod. Very terrifying, I have to admit, as well. Yeah. I would say Minecraft, especially in any sort of vanilla capacity, is across the board too simple. Very easy to quote-unquote beat it. Part of why I like Technic and such so much. Gives you something to... gives you an end game. Admittedly, Minecraft is a very zen-like game as well. After you pass the panic survival stage, it becomes build what feels right. Design things for your purpose. I all the time like to build just redstone contraptions for no purpose other than to have a redstone contraption. Actually, now that I think about it, if I did Minecraft, I suppose it would work on Mainstream Mondays, because it is about as mainstream as it gets. But at the same time, it got windy. At the same time, I think it would fit quite well on Zen Wednesdays as well. I'll suppose. Admittedly, if I did a mod like you're talking about, then I'd probably have to play it on Endurance Thursdays. Alright, let's advance the seasons. Turn to me, electric. I don't care much for screensavers, but if I was given the option to turn this game into one, I think I would. Admittedly, need some sort of algorithm for the exploration part. Ooh, so great, so great. It's got a very pixely art style, but pixel art is by no means a bad thing. Whee! When used aesthetically, like any sort of art style, can be beautiful. This is obviously summer. Has to be summer. Oh, these things! I love these things! Let's see if I can... If it goes to the water, it just goes to the water. It leaves. But... And drummer crabs. I love the drummer crabs. Let's see. Get in the water. You guys can go in the water. Whee! And go splash. Oh, you don't want to go splash. Oh, alright. Come here. Froggy! Froggy? Froggy. Alright. Come on, amphibian. Let's go to the water. Sploosh. Boom, 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 boom. I'm speaking the language. Sun, sun, sun. Sun. Evil, evil sun. I'm a gamer. Gamers hate sun. It's mandatory. It's in the contract. Ooh. Who are you? Mini squirrel. I will say the art style makes it feel... I'd have to say the closest thing I can come up with is Okami. Not arts, well, a little bit of the art style, the very stylized use of colors and all that, but especially with the audio track. I think actually more of anything is than the feeling I get between the two games. Even though Okami is a sort of a brawler, sort of an action game, Zelda-like in gameplay, atmospheric-wise, it's something else. It's one of my absolute favorite games. Going down, yes. Ow, my eyes. Retinas are now gone. Ooh, these weird things. yeah, forgot about this. You can actually just use the mouse to get around. You don't even need a keyboard. Left click forward, right click back. There is literally no purpose to the keys. Ooh, do I hear more of the crabs? Or something else? Beautiful orange sunset. Ooh! Boingy boing. Ooh! You make different noise. Bing bong bing bang. Bish bosh bosh. Why is it that bees in video games are so much better than bees in real life? Ooh! And that's why they leave me alone in video games. Well, technically bees leave you alone in real life, unless they think you've got food or something. What was that? What did I just spook up? Oh! I'm more interested in what this thing is. Ooh! Do that again! I've never seen a silver frog. I don't know, let's see if we can sneak it back the other direction now. We call this emergent gameplay. Cicada? Huh. Ooh! Found the warp zone. Let's see if we can get our friend to the warp zone. You're gonna come with me to the next season. And that direction. Let's go a little bit more that way. And will you jump too far? Ooh! I think you might have. I think you overshot it, buddy. You're sort of inside of it. Yeah, just gonna get to the top of this hill, have a little bit more of a look around. Climb. Skyrim it. So pretty at night. I have no idea what this type of world could be used for, but I'd love to see something possibly a little bit larger scale. Ooh. Ooh. Let's bring you to the white one. Something like this on a slightly larger scale for a actual game. Mostly for the fact that it's definitely one of the more creative and enjoyable worlds I've seen. Yes. You two belong together. No, he doesn't think so, but he's a grouch. Have a good rest of summer. I'd say this is probably one of the closest experiences you can really have to a waking dream. Ooh, it's raining. Don't think these things are happy with me being here. Ah, fall. Gotta prepare for the winter. all the trees getting tired. Definitely my favorite time of the year. Admittedly, I prefer it a little bit more dry than this, but when it's just light that's falling. I think those things are going to burrow. Climb up through the cloud layer on the mountain. Bright sun, bright sun. Ooh, tree. And the procedurally generated noises and everything. So gorgeous. It's just a simple idea, but it's wonderfully executed. Whee! That's a big tree. Ooh, drummer crabs. Dum 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 dum. Ooh, I know. This sort of map design with gameplay like from Myst. That'd be beautiful. I'm gonna have to play Myst at some point. I think I'll make that a game later when I get more followers, just because it'd be fun to have something that people can yell at me en masse for playing wrong. Walking through ambient music. I like that. That's a perfect description of this game. Walking through ambient music. Ooh. Stones are making noise now. You? Yes! Boom. Ooh, stones. Are you just gonna be musical too? Oh. Well, what about you? I'll deal with the drummer crabs instead. Hey, same beach as before. Boom, 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 boom. Bish, bash, bosh. There needs to be more tranquils in the world. Well, the only reason I can think I would not want this game to really be successful, and it sounds like it's gotten actually pretty good success, is that I fear there would be too many people trying to ape it. The idea of, well, I can make something simple like that, without really nailing down the reason why this is so good. Just far too many games that just try to ape other ones while missing the point. It's always a little bit sad, and these sort of procedural games tend to get the worst. Admittedly, in all the bad, there does tend to be at least some good. Ooh, let's go back up to Weird Statue Hill. Even though it's a bit wet over there. Ooh, is there a tree here? Oh, there we go, through the cloud layer. Hey guys, you missed me? Ah, the night wispy things are coming out. It's Sherlock Holmes with his pipe. Ooh, I've seen you guys before. No, not Samus's parents. Can't come up with anything good. Viking with cigar. Robin Hood while wearing his bow. Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker enemy. Unjokeable. Ooh, look at that. This is something I almost never see in games. The designer is using the ambient light, which is the light that covers everything, in a way that just... Oh, wow. I don't even know what that was just now. I don't even know what that was. It was beautiful, it was gorgeous, but I don't know what it was. The sky went, I want to say, angry. Are you guys burrowing for winter? Oh, I just noticed how much more... Yes, those things. Ooh. What was that? Oh! This is new. The sky just went purple. No, wait, it went... Winter? Yeah, it just spontaneously turned winter. I didn't have to get in the wispy thing. Oh. I am amused. What? Back again? I don't know what just happened. Oh, I think I found where we need to go, though. Let's start making our way there slowly. Noise? Oh, no noise. That was weird. Very pretty, though. Here's another one of those weird things. I think this is... Running into this changes the seasons temporarily? Well, we're about to find out. What are you gonna do for me now? Weird. The mushrooms are dancing. The plants are dancing. Is this a drug trip within a drug trip? I'm not sure. That's so weird. I love it. What? What is going on? I played this once before and I've never encountered anything like this. So I guess casting a shadow over the entire world. No idea what to make of this. Besides loving it, of course. Ooh, they're becoming snow-covered. Which way was I supposed to go again? I've got all twisted. Oh! I see the spinning wispy thing. One more mountaintop, just to see what happens. Oh! Better still. Weird thing. Get in my face. Oh, you're the winter one again. Wintry one. Yeah, what's that over there? Way off in the distance, though. Oh yeah, been there. Whee! Boop! And all is right and normal again. Let us go to the last age. I do like how time speeds up the closer and closer you get to the core. Go! And we have gone. Now, winter is one of my favorite times of year, but it also depends on just the type of day. One can be very lively and beautiful, or very melancholy, like this. It's one of the most conflicting times of year. Let's see if we can see it above some cloud level. Ooh. I don't think this hill's big enough. We're going to have to find another one. Oh, it's getting all pink. Is that came from in one direction? Where to go, where to go, where to go? It's all bright. Well, I think I'm over water now, but it's talking to me. Bright. Bright light, bright light! I think the trees are making music. Ambient music, but music. Trees. Wonder, 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 wonder. Everything's asleep. Skyrim time. Up the side of a mountain. Snow! Snow, 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 snow. Whoever said no two snowflakes are alike are lying. Obviously, look at these. All these snowflakes are alike. Plot twist. You are Gordon Freeman. Stones. Oh, yes. I appear to be flying. I'm sure that's normal. Everyone flies sometime. All you have to do is throw yourself at the ground and miss. That's all you have to do to fly. Yep, definitely flying. Evergreens, big tree, clouds, sky, star. This feels like an ending to Myst. The world in between worlds. Just waiting until someone throws a book there for you to pick up. The stars are singing to us. Big tree. There is gonna be a long-running game I plan to start next week. Not terribly long, but a longer game to start on my Thursday stream. And to give anyone watching a small hint, the aesthetic of this blue night sky, big beautiful moon, blue clouds moving by, that's one of my favorite moments of it. There isn't much of a hint, but hopefully it'll make sense when the time comes around. The stars are singing to us. Very simplistic, very enjoyable. There's very few things I can think of that are quite so mellow and yet still so very enjoyable and fun. It did get me thinking, though. I think there's one more thing I'd like to try tonight. It's fairly short, but let's give it a look-see. So, gonna be putting the game on pause for a minute while I go and pull it up. Very strange game. Actually, I was also shown it originally by Nerdcubed in the first place, who, if you're not following, is very funny and British, so instantly has 100 charisma points over me. Catch you guys in a few minutes. Hopefully sooner. Alright. So this is a bit of a strange one. There we go. It's called Time Frame, as you may be able to see. And the premise of it's simple. 10 seconds and 10 minutes. And before it gets any... Whoop, close it by mistake. Very simplistic game. Escape closes it. Before we really get into it, I would recommend that if this is the type of game for you to be exploring around one, this one does have a bit of a surprise that comes up. It's worth playing through on your own first. It's only 10 minutes, it's worth it. The reason for it is quite simple. The surprise is utterly ruined if you watch. But it is just gorgeous. And also another Unity game, as you might be able to tell. Oop, very spastic. Let's see if I can... helps a little bit. So yeah, 10 seconds and 10 minutes. Hyper compressed. I want to go find a town. I remember there being one before. Of course, I believe it is procedural. If the audio isn't loud enough, do let me know. I don't want to completely drown it out. Well, let's go down. I'm gonna go to Fruity Archways. Bright sun. Yeah, I may not use it myself, but I do so love what people are able to do with the Unity engine. I'm gonna make my way to that spire way off in the distance there. Sorry I'm not saying much, just... Oh, is this really something that needs someone else talking over it? There's something to be said for a solo aesthetic. We're about halfway there. Cactus! A little bit of a rendering glitch on that. We're getting all the viewpoints from up here. Town! There's a town! How do we get into town? Town. 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 It's fire. Town. Ruins, walls, town. Can we jump the fence over here? Is that a wall or an aqueduct? Ooh, is this not a town? No, One way or another, we're about to find out. Ooh, I think it's a dam. And that's a castle. Ooh, and this is where the 10 seconds and 10 minutes part really starts coming in. There's a dam here. That's awesome. Never saw this before. You can very slowly see the splash of the water moving. Flicker, flicker, flicker. This is also a free game. It's not on Steam, although they do have it on Steam Greenlight, and I highly recommend giving it a bit of praise there just to increase its odds of getting on. Because while I'm pretty sure this would just be another free game on there, even if it did cost $1 or $2, a little bit of polishing up of this would be amazing. Just look at that. The big splash from below, the smaller ones coming from above. What else needs to be said? Let's see if we can break in. Huh? What's that? That wasn't there a few moments ago. Just keep trying to get in here, but let's see if we can get a better view of whatever that was. I mean, as you can see, time's in an extreme slowdown. Whatever that is getting big in a hurry. Yeah. $10 seconds and 10 minutes? That thing's only recently appeared, so I'd say about, at most, 1 or 2 seconds it's grown that much size. Castle, a fully built land, and fire from the skies. Obviously people live here. Fire's still lit on the castle and everything. But what could be done? Obviously the warning of that has only been a few seconds at most. People, if anything, probably have just started to glance up at it. If that. Time's only barely started to go by. Only us here in our little time compression could actually see what's happening. And of course, we can't do anything about it. 10 minutes is nowhere near enough time to take any action. Oh, I suppose now is as good as time as any to mention that Majora's Mask, coming out in a day or two, is my absolute favorite Zelda game. For very similar reasons to this. Mixed emotions are one of the best and most powerful tools that can be used in a game. And so few actually know how to instill a helpless feeling, a legitimate helpless feeling. Of course, there's lots of games that remove your powers and make you feel weaker, but to actually feel truly and utterly helpless, that's something that's almost never done, and it's such a shame. Definitely needs to happen more often in various games. It's an emotion that I don't think can be properly capitalized on correctly. It's still a game I recommend playing through yourself because there's so much more to see. I had actually never seen that castle before, but I did find, admittedly, no one visible but a village. And there's a water fountain there and everything. And it's beautiful, and then I just look up and see that thing coming down while I'm standing in the middle of the village, unable to do anything. Today might have been shorter than normal, but probably as good as place as any to end things. I can't think of a more fitting finale. But next week, I'll definitely try to have things a little bit more upbeat. I've got a few ideas in mind. Well, next week's going to be back to Roller Coaster Tycoon, so of course it'll be happier. Unless we get another wonderful Death Coaster like last time. But thanks for being with me, and I'll see whoever wants to come by tomorrow for... I'm going to be doing FTL as a palate cleanser. For those of you who haven't seen FTL, it's a wonderful, wonderful experience of going around in a spaceship trying to survive, and against all odds. Except against all odds means routine death. It's hard to explain, but ooh, it's a tricky, tricky game. But I'll see you guys then, and thanks for seeing me today. Take care, all.